Hi, I wanted to talk today specifically about the word queer and how or why or when we use that term. I've gotten a lot of questions about that lately, so I thought we'd dig into this. Um, Originally, it meant strange and outside the box and anything that was bizarre, but over the 20th century, began to refer specifically to LGBTQIA persons, and it definitely had a derogatory connotation. Lately, it's been used and reclaimed because we're finding that those terms, whether lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, um, they don't really describe anyone. There are these broad umbrella categories that don't describe the nuances we find within our sexual and gender expressions. So this is a term that I think has been particularly life-giving and empowering to me as I describe people who are endlessly complex and can't be easily understood by just a simple term. And so queer itself has this idea of complexity within it, which is in itself too good news for straight people. Like straight people even get to fit in this category of complex and unique. You know, there's this, every queer has this idea that things aren't binary specifically. It's not a simple masculine or feminine, that there's this complexity that exists there, which is life-giving and empowering to not have to fit into a kind of simple version of what is expected of us. There has been a lot of pushback on this word. It's not something we use with impunity. Some people find it very hurtful because of the connotation that it's had in the past few decades. So it's not a word that we use in every space. And also, it's a space that some people find to flatten their identity. So, for instance, someone who really identifies as a lesbian and only lesbian might find that the term queer would flatten that identity that they hold. And also people with other marginalized identities, some people of color, seem to find that this term may flatten some of their other, the nuances too. So even though it's a term that's meant to empower nuance, some people find that they feel it flattens nuance. So it's a complex thing, and that's the beauty of a term that is trying to describe something so complex. So I use queer to describe people when I want to acknowledge that they are people for whom there is a complexity of sexual or gender expression. And I myself identify this way because I find that I don't feel like I easily fit into any of those categories of LGBTQIA. So queer. Yes. That's why we use it. Feel free to comment below if you have more questions, and we'll keep talking about this. But talk to you later. Bye.